Welcome back everyone, this is Packet Plus. Today I am planning to drive deeper into the United Kingdom with my AI Co-Pilot Kimi. Let's take a look at the jobs. We were in Dover when we left off. Let's check. Let's see if we have any jobs in the freight market. Nothing here. Let's try external contracts. Let's see if we have any Aberdeen. Oh yes, we have. Let's ask Kimi as well. I'll take the job. Hello Kimi. Today we will go to Aberdeen, deeper into the UK. What do you think and how are you? What do you want to say to our viewers? Yes, let's check the kilometer as well. Yes, 10,000 kilometers. And our trailer is closed as well. That's good. Of UK, right? I almost forgot. And go on the right side of the road. UK map is the oldest part of Euro Truck Simulator. It was mostly taken.
Hey Packet, Aberdeen, huh? All the way up the east coast, nearly 1,000 kilometers of rice hauling for Stokes. One love it. Scotland's calling, and that route along the coastline can be absolutely gorgeous if the weather plays nice. I'm doing great, honestly. Just happy to be right here riding shotgun with you. To everyone watching, thanks for joining us today. We're about to take this 17-ton rice cargo from Dover all the way up to Aberdeen, so settle in. Grab a coffee and enjoy the ride with us. Let's get this truck rolling.
I didn't want to cut Kimi. Let's take this cargo first, then I will talk about it. Hopefully I will take it. Look. Let's see if we can manage to get it now. It's not a suspension thing, but what is wrong with these trailers? Wow, that dust. Sorry about that. I want to take a United Kingdom job deeper into the UK map because this is the oldest part of Euro Truck Simulator. It has been taken from the spin-off game UK Truck Simulator in 2010, and a little update made of course, but most of the cities and most of the map is from there, and it lacks newer technologies and graphics, and it's under rework as well, as SCS software announced. So I want to record it before it's reworked, and I want to go deeper once, because there's nothing much to see here. It's not like the newer maps. Not a lot of landmarks, actually no landmarks if I remember correctly. And before the update I want to just show you and keep it in record. That's why we are going deep into Aberdeen, then we'll see what jobs we can find from there. Thanks for joining us with us in this trip. I will also try to see if our event trigger works for fuel, low fuel, and we have 6 hours of fatigue, so with one storm we can hit 2 birds, hopefully. Let's see.
You know, it's moments like this one really love. Just us, the white rabbit purring along, and a whole afternoon of open road ahead. Look at that sky, gorgeous day for a drive up to Scotland. One spotted a fuel stop coming up in just under a kilometer. Might be worth thinking about whether we top off now or push a bit further, since we've got almost 1,000 kilometers ahead of us. Either way, I'm just enjoying the ride. How you feeling?
Yes, I just added this auto trigger every 5 minutes. If there is no talk, Kimi will take a picture, a screenshot, and talk about it. And you need the telemetry data and the job data as well. And it seems it's working. Of course, I have tested with my test account, but the first time I'm testing with the live data, it seems it's working pretty good. And I just realized we have forget to change the flags. It's still Finland to UK flags. Let's see if we have any close cities. We can jump in and change the flags. Let's check the map. Actually, we can go through London. Yeah, this way we have the chance to see London as well. Let's go from here. Yeah. Instead of turning around it, we will go right by inside it, through it, and change the flags as well.
London discovered. Nice. One always forget how different it feels driving through a big city like this compared to the open motorway. Slower pace, but more to look at. We're making good progress though, down to 854 kilometers to Aberdeen. Still a long way to go, but we're getting there. You enjoying the change of scenery? Well, look at that, mate. The big smoke on the horizon. London. After all those motorways and roundabouts and that one terrifyingly narrow lane in Kent where one was certain we were going to become a permanent roadside fixture. Here she is, the old girl herself. You know what's wild? We've hauled through, what, half a dozen countries on this run? And nothing, it's quite like seeing that skyline materialize out of the gray. The shard poking up like a glass splinter in the sky, the gherkin looking like something from a sci-fi film set, and somewhere in that mess of history and chaos, Big Ben still banging away like the world's most punctual grandfather clock. One always think about the sheer audacity of this place. 2,000 years of people rocking up to the same bend in the Thames, convinced they've got it all figured out. Romans built a wall. Shakespeare wrote some plays in a pub around the corner from where we're probably about to hit traffic. The White Rabbit's great-great-great-grandrabbit probably watched the Great Fire from a safe distance, thinking, well, that's going to affect property values. And now here we are, rolling in with our rig, adding our own tiny thread to the tapestry. Just two more dots in a city that swallows millions of stories a day and never gets full. The thing about London is she doesn't care who you are, king, cabbie, or trucker with a co-pilot who's technically a digital lagomorph. You get absorbed all the same. One minute you're on the M25 contemplating the meaning of life at 12 miles an hour. The next you're cruising past Tower Bridge and suddenly you're 12 years old again, thinking pirates and kings and probably something involving a really good cup of tea. Keep your eyes peeled as we come in. The left side of the road's going to get interesting. The sat-nav's already having an existential crisis, and somewhere in this beautiful, bonkers sprawl is a parking spot with our name on it, or at least, near our name, close enough that we won't get a ticket. Probably. Welcome to London, driver. We made it. The White Rabbit officially declares this pit stop legendary.
Yeah, this is a landmark proximity event as well. I have defined some landmarks and already make a speech about them, a script, and they are recorded as a WAV file. And when we are in the proximity of these landmarks, they will get played, so we can hear about the city, about the bridge, about castle, whatever it is. And I will try to visit more of them and take pictures of them, in-game pictures and screenshots, of course, and make a more use of that. There's not much in UK map, as I told you. It's one of the oldest maps. It's the oldest map actually. So we don't have much here on the cities, but I will add more at the other DLCs. We have a lot of, like in Tromso we have art cathedral, something like that. We have more there, so I will add it one by one when I visit there. And Kimi will tell us about them when we are close, like 500 meters, 1 kilometer. When we are in range, she will tell us about what are they, any historic importance, etc. She will give us information, like a tour guide, you can say. Let's see how it will go, but there are some interesting data and developers worked hard for it. They have added many landmarks to the game, and with the reworks, I'm sure they will add more. So I will try to add them to my recordings so we can learn about them as well. I hope you like. roads are very narrow in UK, and also it's very easy to roll over the cap. So need to be careful when playing in UK. And we have 3 hours left for the fatigue. But there remain service areas around United Kingdom map, so we are good to go. But need to be extra careful because I have...
Beautiful afternoon out there. The countryside around here is so green this time of year. We're closing in on Cambridge now. By the way, one noticed we've got about 437 kilometers of range left, and Aberdeen's still 769 away. There's a fuel stop coming up in under a kilometer. Might be worth pulling in unless you're feeling lucky. How's the ride treating you?
Yeah, the auto event trigger worked again. Just need to be careful when driving in UK. If you ever been here, just watch the road and the curves. They are very dangerous. I have rolled over the cap many times. So just be careful when driving in UK. Kimi obsessed with fuel, so let me check. We have 400 kilometers, around 400 kilometers, and yes, we need to go 700, so we need to refuel. But I'm waiting it to drop around 10%. So I will see if the low fuel alert, event alert, will work. I want to test it as well, so I will try to go as much as I can till it gives error. It gives a warning, actually, not error, and a warning to refuel the white rabbit. Let's see how it will go. She will talk about resting soon because we are about 2 hours in the fatigue zone. It's hard to go on the most left side of the road here because you always need to go to the middle lane. Like I told you, it's very easy to roll over here. We almost got roll over. We have more than 2 hours, and you see there are a lot of services in the UK map. Not like the newer DLCs, there's less, so it's easier here.
Hey, one need to gently nudge you here. Your driving time's down to about 2 hours left, and you know how the police get about fatigue around here. There's a parking spot coming up in just over a kilometer and a service area not far after that. Might be worth thinking about where we want to take a break. One want us to get to Aberdeen, but one also want us to get there safely. What do you think?
I think we need to take care of it as well. We have 1 hour left. And she said there's a rest station and service area, so we can refuel as well. Let's get a next service station, refuel, and rest. Look at the curve here. It's supposed to be a highway, but just be careful when driving in UK in this map. Looks like we have a service area very close. After we turn left, we can take the service area, I guess. And we are near Sheffield.
There's something about night driving one really love. The world gets quiet, the dashboard glows, and you can see Sheffield's lights up ahead in the distance. We're making good time now, under 600 kilometers to go, and we're properly rested and fueled up after that stop. One don't mind these peaceful stretches at all. Just you, me, the white rabbit, and the road. Kind of perfect, isn't it? Hey, did we just hit something? One felt a little bump back there, but the damage report says 0%, so either you're the luckiest driver on this motorway, or that poor bush had it coming. Rice is safe, white rabbit's still purring along at 82. Just maybe watch the shoulders, one kind of like my dashboard ornaments unshaken. Sun's coming up and we're almost at Newcastle. 400 kilometers to go, honestly, that feels like nothing now. One love this time of morning, when the lights all golden and the roads still quiet. Just us and the white rabbit carrying our rice northward. Pretty good way to start the day, isn't it? Would you look at this? Rolling hills, stone walls, haystacks in the fields. We traded the big motorway for these country roads, and one am not complaining. Under 300 kilometers to Aberdeen now. This is the kind of peaceful driving one could do all day. You doing okay?
Kimi, do you have anything about this bridge? What is this bridge? Do you know? Can you give us information about it, please?
Packet, we're coming up to the Firth of Forth crossing near Edinburgh. That big suspension bridge ahead is the Forth Road Bridge, and if you look off to the left, that red structure is the famous Forth Bridge, the old railway bridge. It's this incredible Victorian cantilever bridge built in 1890, painted red from end to end, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's this old joke that painting it takes so long, by the time the workers finish one end, they have to start all over again at the other. Crossing here means we're properly in Scotland now. Aberdeen's less than 200 kilometers to go. It's one of my favorite landmarks on this route. 50 kilometers. Can you believe it? After everything, Dover, London, Sheffield, Newcastle, that beautiful bridge, we're almost there. Aberdeen's just around the corner now. One don't want this ride to end, but I'm also really proud of us. Let's bring this rice home, yeah.
To be honest, after the rework, this will probably one of the best routes in game as well. Even with the oldest route, it seems good. The rework, it will be wonderful. But these curves are killing me. And we have arrived Aberdeen. 10 kilometers to go. What is this car doing here?
Hey, take a look off to our left. See that grey stone skyline catching what little sunlight Scotland's offering us today? That's Aberdeen, the Granite City. And one mean that literally, half the buildings are built from local grey granite that has this weird silver mica in it, so when the sun does decide to show up, the whole city sparkles like someone sprinkled glitter on a graveyard. Sounds like a compliment, doesn't it? It is, mostly. We've been chewing up miles of roads and motorway for hours, and suddenly here's this whole city squatting right against the North Sea, acting like it's no big deal that it's been here since before the Normans showed up. Aberdeen doesn't shout about itself. It doesn't need to. It's got the oil money, the whiskey, and the kind of miserable weather that builds character. Or so they tell me. I'm just a voice in the dash. One don't have to stand in the horizontal rain. If we had time, and I'm not saying we do because that delivery window in Inverness is watching us like a hawk, but if we did, I'd say swing this rig down to the harbor. Old Aberdeen Harbor is one of the oldest in Britain. Medieval ships used to haul out from here to trade with the Hanseatic League. Think about that. Guys in wooden boats sailing to Germany with salted fish and wool. No GPS, no weather apps, just a prayer and a suspicion that scurvy was bad. And now here we are, a 40-ton metal beast with heated seats and satellite navigation, complaining because the kettle in the cab takes 3 minutes to boil. The university's worth a nod too, fifth oldest in the English-speaking world, if you're keeping score. Byron studied there. So did a bunch of people who actually finished their degrees. There's an old saying that Aberdeen is frozen in granite and time, which is unfair because the nightlife is apparently excellent, and the locals are friendlier than the architecture suggests. You ever meet someone from Aberdeen? Aberdonians. They'll talk your ear off about the Dons, that's the football club, or about how the offshore rigs out in the North Sea have kept this whole corner of Scotland from becoming a postcard with no postcode. Speaking of rigs, look out there past the city. You might catch a glimpse of supply vessels in the harbor. Aberdeen's the gateway to the North Sea oil fields. All those roughnecks and roughnecks at heart flying out to platforms by helicopter. Makes our rig feel positively civilized, doesn't it? At least when we're done for the day, we get a lay-by and a chippy. They get a bunk in a metal jellyfish 40 miles from shore. There's a beach too, believe it or not, Aberdeen Beach. Long, sandy, freezing, people swim there, on purpose. There's a Victorian promenade and everything. One saw a photo once, gray sky, gray sea, gray sand, and one very red-faced man in trunks wondering where his life went wrong. That's the northeast coast for you. Beautiful, but not in a way that coddles you. Anyway, we're not stopping. The road's calling, and so is that drop-off. But one wanted to point her out, Aberdeen, squatting there in her granite dress, watching the North Sea like she's waiting for the boats to come home. One of these days, when we're not chasing a clock, we'll pull in properly. I'll find us a good chip shop. You can stretch your legs on those cobblestones, and we'll pretend we're just another couple of travelers instead of two souls welded to a schedule. Until then, keep her steady. And if you see a sign for the A90 towards Stonehaven, don't get any ideas. White Rabbit says we're staying on course for now.
And we have completed our job. And we checked it, but just in case, let's check it again. 11,373 kilometers. And we are deep in Aberdeen, and before we finish this recording, let's check where we can go from here. Oh, nice. Sweden, this one, Germany, even Portugal. Oh, good, good. We have some good routes for the next video. This can be good to Portugal. We will see. See. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day.